Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how to use a common activatable widget as the main menu and how to create a base layout to add activatable widgets in order to show up in the screen, and how to set input, how to override inputs to focus on the UI instead of the game. So those are the things we are going to work on today. So here is the main menu. We initially developed this, everything is working. We initially developed this as a user widget, but now today we are going to convert this into a common activatable widget, and we are going to use the common UI approach to add the menu into the UI. The reason that I wanted to do that is because I'm planning to use the same menu that I used for the main menu for the post menu as well, with the exception of some things such as things that are not relevant to the post menu. I want to use the same settings and resume, things like that. So yeah, that's the plan. So for that, it would be beneficial for us to use the activatable widget approach. So before we get started, here is the full playlist of the series. Everything is implemented from scratch and explained. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself. And also, once you become a member in the Patreon page, you can access project files of all thousands of projects I have done in my channel. Alright, now let's get started with today's episode. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment. We do have a perfectly functioning main menu, but here let me show you. This is the main menu and this is a user widget, but I want to convert this into a common activatable widget and then use the common UI approach to add this menu UI into the viewport. The reason that I want to do that is because I'm going to use the same menu as the post menu as well. So adding that into a UI stack would be useful later on, even though it wouldn't make much of a difference when we add this into the main menu, but this is going to be useful later on. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, here, let me show you the way I currently add this into my viewport. Here in my HUD class, HUD main menu, I simply create this user widget and add to viewport, and I manually set this input mode to UI. So that's all fine, but this is the traditional way of doing things with the user widgets. Well, it works, nothing wrong, but we are going to change this into the common UI method. Okay, so to do that, first here, let's go to UI widgets. I'll create a new user interface widget blueprint, and here I'll choose common user widget, select, let's call it WBP base layout, and then let me open this. Here I'm going to add a overlay like this, and then under that let's add a stack, common activatable widget stack. So we can add activatable widgets to this, like they will add on top of what is already have. So if I remove the last one, the one below that would be visible. So that's just basically how it works. So let's call it game menu stack, already a variable, and then I'll make sure this alignment is set to contain the full area available to that. Okay, now save this and I'll go back to the HUD. So this is how I currently add the main menu. I'll remove that. We don't need that anymore. So here I'll add a new class. What should I call it? It's layout. WBB base layout. And it's a common user widget. Okay. Now I'll assign the base layout to this. And here create widget, get on in player, not that, owner. Yeah. And I can add this to the viewport. I'll make a variable this as well. Let's call it base layout. And I'll change the type to WBP base layout. Now this conversion is not working. That's fine. We can cast this WBP base layout. Okay, let's set this here. Right, now we can add our main menu into this. So to do that, here, let's go here. And if I delete all this, game menu stack, push widget. So here we can pass a reference. So let me collapse this to a function, push widget. Okay, that, and I'll promote this activatable widget class as input parameter. Right now, well, for now that's all we need. So if I go here, if now I can use push widget, and I don't think we can put this here, so, because this is a user widget. We need a common activatable widget here. So I'll change the type to common activatable widget. And now the main menu, we get an error because the main menu is not an activatable widget. So let's go to the main menu, and I can actually go here and change this into a common activatable widget, and that will work. But I think instead of doing that, maybe we should have a base activatable widget for the plugin, so that whenever we need an activatable widget, we can subclass from it. And also if I need any common things like attributes or function overrides, I can do that in the base level. So user interface widget blueprint common activatable widget, I'll call it WBP base common activatable widget. Oh, base. Okay, we have widget twice, but that's fine. So this is a common activatable widget. I don't really need to do anything here, but the only thing I want to do is I'll go to the main menu and set the parent as the base common activatable widget. Okay. Mm, then, then we should be able to assign this here. See? Now no errors. This assigns without any problem. And we can push it here. Like this. Now here, if I play the game, nothing happened. Let's see. Alright, that's because we didn't add this to the viewport. Add to viewport. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, see? Now we have the main menu and it is working same as before. Nothing is broken. We can see all the options and they should be working without any problem. And if I press quit, we can stop the game. Okay, great. That's all I want to do for today. Oh wait, one more thing. So it was working fine when I play from here. We already see the mouse, so it's already registered. But if I start from here, see, now once I click, my mouse is vanished. So I think, let's see, check settings. This should be fine for now. So here, let's go to this base common activatable widget. Alright, here we can override this get desired input config. Mac UI input config and input mode to menu, mouse capture permanently, ignore move input, ignore lock input, and mouse lock mode, lock always. We don't need to hide the cursor. Compile. Now let's see. Yeah. Actually, no. Still, when I click over here, somewhere without the buttons, I lose the mouse. See? So I think we have an option for this somewhere. Input. Oh, consume pointer input. Set to this to true if you don't want any pointer input to bubble past this widget. Okay, I don't want it. No, that didn't work. Actually, I just realized this happens when we haven't currently captured the mouse by the editor viewport. So initially, if I click here, see, it get captured. But if I force the player controller to capture the focus into the game viewport, it works. So here, set input mode. This is the player controller. Game only. So focus to game viewport. Now see, now that's not happening, so it works perfectly now. Okay, so yeah, that's all I want to do in this episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.